playing, bro. That junk got me steamed. Like I'm just like, whoa. Yeah, I mean, that's what it is. Like, shoot. Like, I mean, I was just like, I thought I was gonna go for like a brisk stroll and just kind of like make my way back. 1 hour out, 1 hour back. By the time I got back, I was like dehydrated. I was like, oh my goodness. Like,
yeah, I mean, that's what it is. Like, shoot. Like, I mean, I was just like, I thought I was gonna go for like a brisk stroll.
Oh, you started.
Kind of like make my way back. 1 hour out, 1 hour back. By the time I got back, I was like dehydrated. I was like, oh my goodness. Like, I mean, that's what it is. Like, shoot. Like, I mean, I was just like, I thought I was gonna go for like a brisk stroll. Kind of like make my way back. 1 hour.
Are you still there?
Yeah, I'm still right here.
Okay.
That sounded horrifying.
Right.
Like, right. I meant to do that.
Right. I meant to do that. That's what I do.
It's all a part of my plan.
Yeah, I gotta get used to this whole going live thing because and be up.
Right. You going live? Okay. Yeah, my little brother was like, "Yo."
Yeah, I seen he followed yesterday.
Oh, he did.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. He on it.
Oh shit, we live.
Oh, you said we live.
But it's slow.
I was just trying to give me an update. No thanks. Oh wait, it's the first thing up there. I'm looking for it. It's like the first thing up there.
Yeah, I see he followed yesterday.
Oh, it goes back and forth on the live. Like you see me, then you see you.
For real?
That's what I'm looking. I'm looking at YouTube right now. It's like you see me, and then when you talk, you see you.
Yeah, that's one of the views. So that's speaker view. So now we are in 3D view. And we are back, fellow knowledge seekers. It's Frankie J and the Midnight Assassin. And today we're gonna talk about Loki, Snake Eyes, and Carnage. Some upcoming movies, you know what I'm saying? What are our takes on it? We're gonna do 5 minutes on each, and then we're gonna be out of here in 20 minutes. We're gonna be out y'all hair, in 20 minutes. We up, we go. All right. All right, so let's see if I can get this video up to watch the Loki.
You probably could just play it. Like, we can talk about that afterwards.
Nah, you can't.
Oh, you can't?
Nah, that's the way. Yeah, I'm messing up.
That works.
I'm messing up.
You got this.
Get some sound.
I know what this place is.
That was it?
Yeah, that was it for that one.
Okay.
So we didn't show the full trailer, all right?
Yeah.
But you can catch it on various locations, this and that.
Yeah, everywhere.
Right. So with Loki, played by Tom Hiddleston, it comes out June 9th. Comes out June 9th, and it'll be streaming on Disney every Friday. Man, all right. I think this was the 6 episodes. So Disney, I think they're getting over on us. Marvel getting over on us because you set us up with WandaVision. I think we had 9 or 10 episodes, and now you give us 9. Then you get Falcon and the Winter Soldier. We only get 6 episodes, and then you're gonna give us Loki. We're only 6 episodes. You're playing us.
Yeah, man. That's like what Dragon Ball Z used to do, man. Like just keep you like hanging.
Right.
For the next season. Then you had to buy the VHS.
Right. they doing us wrong, man. I don't like this.
Man.
All right, so where are we at? So What your takes on it, Midnight Assassin? Hold on. Hey Siri, set timer for 5 minutes.
I ain't gonna talk about this jump for 5 minutes, bro. But yeah, I did see the previews and stuff, and yeah, it looks pretty exciting. It's like Loki from like different universes, so we don't get the Loki that we're used to. We're getting like a Loki that's from like a different like dimension or different reality, and that's the one we're gonna follow. And then it takes us through the whole story with what's his name, Owen Wilson, like going through the whole story, just kind of
Owen Wilson.
yeah, going figuring out what the deal is like to save the world or whatever. I mean, that's probably what's gonna be him saving the world. But yeah, like someone actually like equated the concept to Rick and Morty, like how you got like all these different versions of Rick, and like for our Rick we got like the C-137 Rick. But yeah, it's gonna be pretty interesting.
Right, and I'm gonna go way back because that's what I do. I think it's gonna be like Quantum Leap, where he got to
go. Scott Bakula. Yeah,
Quantum Leap.
I remember that.
Right, and then what's the other show? Doctor Who. Traveling all over, fixing the timeline. I think it's another. It's like it's a couple time movies like that. Jet Li, the one.
Oh yeah, the one. That was a pretty good concept. Like everyone that you kill, you get stronger. I'm like, oh man.
Based on that multiverse, and so yeah, you're gonna be traveling.
I heard you say Time Cop.
Right.
Yeah.
Time Cop.
Yeah.
What's the
Jean-Claude Van Damme?
Right.
He said, read what's that boot say? Wolverine. That boot. Remember that?
Right.
That? Not too many people remember that boot, but that boot said Wolverine.
There you go. There you go.
I thought it was his boot, but it wasn't. It was a company that named Wolverine that made that boot. But
and so with Loki, what we'll do is that following Monday or maybe Sunday, depending on if we busy or not, we'll probably do a review of it real fast and add it into our live because
Wait, is that coming?
They come out.
Talking about this week?
No, June 9th.
Oh, okay.
So
you like Sunday? I'm thinking like Sunday, like right.
Yeah, will you pay attention?
I'm trying to, but I got deficit disorder, so like I don't pay attention to nothing.
I got a defined discipline order. That's DDD. Defined discipline disorder. Yeah, it's DDD. Anyways,
new one. That's a new one to me.
Right. So I'm just saying to clarify this, because obviously I didn't explain it correctly, so I explained it correctly. So when the first episode come out on June 9th, we'll probably just come on live, maybe that Sunday or Monday, and do a quick review and see what everybody says, see what they liked about it. But I'm hyped, you know what I'm saying? I'm stoked. I can't wait, with some other words. I'm ready. Ready.
I got high hopes for it because like I've been impressed by all the Marvel TV shows that have come out so far. Like, I mean, it's like movie quality on the small screen. Like they took the big screen, they shrunk it down to the small screen and kept the quality there, which is not something that happened too much in the past. Like, when something went to TV, it just went to crap.
Right. Marvel right now, it's not just Disney and Marvel. Well, it is. It's just Disney and Marvel. Yeah. They are kicking ass in the streaming industry. I'm talking about like shows. This is like Midnight Assassin was saying, movie quality TV shows.
Yeah, you stream, you flip past a show and you think you in the middle of a movie or something, and you realize, oh, this is a show. Even when you get done with the show, you feel like you just watched a movie.
They don't change.
Like that's like they raised the bar like way up there.
And just real quick to the point, like to me now when I watch WB, no CW, CW Flash, Black Lightning, I still get them proud. CW Flash, Black Lightning. What's that? I mean, it's not the same anymore. I started out trying to support the new Batgirl. I can't stomach it.
Man,
it's terrible.
It's especially after all this, it's hard to go back.
Right. Going back. And that was my thing on Tuesdays and Wednesday nights. I sat down, I watched Flash, Black Lightning, and all the other shows on the Arrowverse. Now it's like, that's what y'all gonna use for that? that's what y'all gonna do? Yeah, so
it's painful and predictable and just like just it's too childish. It's like watching the Teletubbies, man. It just don't feel right.
Hey Siri, off. That's the time for that. So now we're gonna move on. Hopefully, I don't mess it up. We're gonna go to screens. We're gonna talk about, is it Snake Eyes? Snake Eyes, baby.
Oh, that's right. Yeah.
Video first.
We'll get that preview.
I'm trying, man. I'm trying. You know, I'm working so many angles here. What's going on?
I can reenact the preview real quick.
Whatever. All right, so
with the sword. You got the power, Snake Eyes. You got the juice. You got the juice now. Come on now. You could join the new G.I. Joe. Yeah.
Man, you know, this technology, man. So share content, share screen, start broadcast.
That was a new one right there.
Is we changing? We changing.
Changed it.
Photos. And where are we?
Right there.
Not that one.
Ooh, Snake Eyes. Put them dice down.
Every warrior has a beginning.
I'm on a new level.
For 600 years, our ninja have brought peace to the world.
I'm on a new level.
I need warriors like you. Join us.
What do I have to do? The journey from here is yours to decide. But that is just the beginning.
I'm on a new level. I'm on a new level.
All right. Don't rush me.
Ready for that?
All right. Hey Siri, set timer for 5 minutes. All right. So that video was for the new Snake Eyes movie. Snake Eyes will be played by Henry Golding, and it comes out July 23rd, 2021 in movie theaters. Listen, so for me, I mean, what are your thoughts on that, B? What are your thoughts on the movie?
I mean, it looks like it's gonna be pretty good, pretty action packed. I just hope they don't slow it down to the point where the previews are better than the movie, because we've been there before, and I just hope they just live up to Snake Eyes, like how he's supposed to be.
Well, again, because I'm a karate fan, martial arts fan, they said that Snake Eyes, this movie is going to be a lot of martial arts, a lot of great fighting scenes that get you into the movie. And that, guess what? A great karate movie, because like Ip Man, these other movies, that's what Snake Eyes going to do. We're going to see his origin. Also, for the Snake Eyes movie, I followed G.I. Joe when I was younger. And then when the movies came out, what was it, 2014 and 2012, something like that, when the G.I. Joe Retaliation and G.I. Joe, what was the other one? Rise of Cobra. After that, I had picked up a couple comic books, believe it or not, in the store, and I read some of the G.I. Joe comic books. So they had a run with G.I. Joe Origins. And so this movie is kind of like a comic book adaptation into a movie. And I want to check out the cast because I wanted to see who all is going to have in it, just to see if it was just more than Snake Eyes. And believe it or not, you got your boy Storm Shadow in there. We're going to have Baroness.
Okay.
We're going to have Scarlet, Hard Master, Blind Master, and then that's really all the people that most people know.
You know who I miss?
Who?
Like, he's not like super popular and stuff out of all G.I. Joe characters.
Don't say Bishop.
Nah, I'm gonna say
Sergeant Slaughter.
Huh?
Sergeant Slaughter?
Nah. Like, cause those are popular characters, but like this one's not as popular as those are. But like he was just always like crazy to me. Shipwreck, bro.
Bruh.
Like, yeah, you know what I'm saying? Like he just disappeared. Like, where is he?
Shipwreck. I might have to do a video on old Shipwreck. You right?
Man, like your boy was always drunk, always dealing with some PTSD. Like that was before, like 9/11 and all that stuff, man. Like your boy just disappeared.
Let me see if I can see me a picture of old Shipwreck.
Yeah, man. Always had that sailor hat with the mud. Blue jeans, like shirt and shorts or pants or whatever. Yeah.
Let me see. Shipwreck G.I. Joe. They, you know what? They need to bring some of these old Joes back. G.I. Joe. I mean, so in the 80s, I think G.I. Joe came on at 4 o'clock. So when I got out of school, man, I was Shipwreck.
Shipwreck. Yeah. Yeah.
God, G.I. Joe cartoon.
Like, what's the deal, man? Like, I'm waiting to see him like mess up or something. Everybody just has an issue trying to deal with it and stuff. And then like it's like, yo, we gotta learn this lesson because Shipwreck is dealing with some stuff. But they just erase their character, man. I ain't heard from him since.
Well, again, I mean, with everything that's going on in the world now and society changing, you're right. They could do a Shipwreck in there where he's actually dealing with his drunk issues of PTSD.
Yeah. That dude was always drunk.
Great storyline.
Yeah, man. Like he was dealing with some stuff, man. And he ain't never get no help, but he needed help. But he was always on the team. They was looking out for him, but he needed some help. But he's just gone now. Like they need to bring him back, bro.
I'm looking at the G.I. Joe cartoon cast, and you brought this up, and I'm looking at
they got Roadblock in the movie. They got like Duke. They always gonna bring back Duke. What's the dude like?
Ripcord, Flint, Hulk.
They saw Slaughter already. I mean, he wasn't in the movie, but I mean,
they need to do a real Sergeant Slaughter and bring the Rock back as Roadblock and have them dudes in there just.
I think they're scared to do that because didn't he like pass away, or was that just capital punishment, like his tag team partner?
I don't know. I didn't follow wrestling like that. That's your thing. That's your thing.
I mean, I worked security with him at the Super Bowl where like Justin Timberlake accidentally knocked off Janet Jackson's little thing covering her titty. Yeah.
You was at that?
Huh?
You was there?
Yeah, I was there. I was working security with capital punishment. He was head of security, bro.
I'm working on security.
Bro, it was like we were volunteering our time. Like
Tell the truth.
Nah, I'm telling the truth.
I don't know. Hold on, I gotta
we did not get paid. It was just volunteer time.
Volunteer time? Volunteer time. I don't believe that. Go ahead, give me a quick backstory. You was at the Super Bowl.
Yeah.
Being a security guard.
Yeah.
What year was this?
I think it was like 2002.
When did you join the military?
Shoot. Well, there's different times because there's 99. and then I ain't gonna act until 05.
Who's in the multiverse, P? All right.
Like I said, it's 99. And then I ain't gonna act until 05. Okay.
I got my stuff set up. All right. So that was 5 minutes. All right. Let's move on to the next one, which will be Venom. Hold on. This is hard. Hold on. Let me get this screen up, man. Show y'all.
This is my symbiote right here.
Show y'all what we.
Oh, you remember that first movie? And they had them symbiotes in them glass cages? Like that was so scary, man. I was like, yo, that looked like a whole bunch of spiders, like trying to go inside people. Like I don't like that. That's like arachnophobia. But
all right, you ready?
Yeah, go ahead.
Y'all show this up.
I say either. You say either. I say neither. And I say neither. Neither. Either. Either, neither. Let's call the whole thing off. Ta-da! Catch up.
Excuse me?
Yummy.
Good evening, Eddie.
Hey, Mrs. Chen.
Good evening, Venom.
Function Hall, Mrs. Chen.
He says hi.
The chocolate delivery hasn't arrived yet.
No!
We had a deal.
What's gonna happen? You gonna stop protecting me?
I am happy to eat, Mrs. Chen.
No, you cannot eat, Mrs. Chen.
What?
Nothing?
Yeah, I stole that off of TikTok. You know, I gotta get it where I fit in there. You know what I'm saying? So,
I was waiting for them to show like Carnage, like, because they had that in the preview. Like I've been waiting for Carnage for years, bro. Like,
well, we've been waiting for Red Carnage for years. And
Red Carnage. There's only.
Let me go
I
ahead.
don't know about Red Carnage. Well, I mean, there's only one Red. There's only one Carnage.
I know. All right, so this movie that we are talking about right now is Venom. All right, Venom 2, Let There Be Carnage. Venom is played by Tom Hardy, and Carnage is going to be played by Woody Harrelson. That comes out September 24th, and it'll be in movie theaters. Now, what we want to talk about is we don't care about Venom. Venom is tight. You know what I'm saying? I don't take nothing away from Venom. But your boy Carnage, woo! If that ain't one of Marvel's most scariest villains.
Yes.
Let there be Carnage. There are some comic books where Carnage just leaves bodies and blood and bodies, parts
Bodies hit the
everywhere.
Hit the
Man,
bodies hit the.
I mean, was it the Sinister Six with Spider-Man? I mean, Carnage went raw. So if they don't do this, I hope they do Carnage right. I don't even know what to say. I'm left speechless.
Woo! Yo, they gonna do. I think they're gonna do this right, man. Woody Harrelson's a good actor. Like, they're gonna bring a lot of drama into it. Like, you know, good storyline, good backstory. It's gonna get all of us, like, you know, invested into it. Once the emotions are high, like, you know, like, I think this is gonna be a good fight. Like, with Venom's powers, like, he's already crazy. It's gonna go crazy. Now,
Right.
I just think where they're gonna pull back on, it ain't gonna be like gory, like Attack on Titan gory. I think they're gonna leave it at a level. I mean, I could be wrong, because this Venom was different. It was like a different field than the Spider-Man.
Well,
You understand? Like, it's a different
again.
Spider-Man movie.
So this Venom adaptation was from I can't remember, but anyways, it takes place in San Francisco, and that was actually in the comic books, which was a great idea because they separated it from the Spider-Man universe. And in this Venom, the cast, of course, we talked about Tom Hardy as Venom. Then we talked about Woody Harrelson as Cletus Cassidy. But everybody forgetting there's one more character in there, Shriek. Shriek. Am I saying that right? Skriek. Shriek. Played by Naomi Harris. All right. And if you don't know anything about her and her powers, man, on point. And so in the Venom trailer, it's
like scream real loud and it makes the shit come off of them.
Right. It's the blue chick with the blue eyes.
Oh.
I mean the black chick with the blue eyes.
Oh.
Hold on, let me pull up her powers real fast. Because she was in that Spider-Man in the Spider-Man comics also. You would see her from time to time.
Well, from what I heard, like, they're supposed to bring like Tom Hardy Spider-Man like in with Venom like down the road.
Freak. Marvel powers.
Yeah. So it's supposed to be like in the MCU, like it's supposed to come together pretty soon. Unlike what they did with like the Joker and Robert Pattinson Batman, like they will never. But it seems like they will never be like canon.
Right. So with Shriek, she's the girlfriend. She's depicted as the enemy of Spider-Man and the lover of Cletus Cassidy. Oh. Usually they did a race swap. Usually the character is white, but in this she'll be a sister, and she'll be portrayed by Naomi Harris. Oh. And if they get together, I'm telling you, if they do it right, if they do it like a Deadpool movie with just a lot of blood and gore, or they do Justice League Apocalypse.
Carnage is like that. I feel Carnage is like a Deadpool, except he's just like evil.
Hey, Siri,
What would you say? What'd you say? What'd you say?
I told Siri to set timer for 4 minutes. You said we need to stay on a time limit.
All right, we need to stay on time crunch.
Work in the time limit. I mean, I don't even know what to do no more.
Man, stay on the time crunch, man. Dang, stay on the time crunch.
Right. Oh, and then they got J.K. Simmons in it as J. Jonah Jameson. Which is odd because
they brought him back. They brought him back. Man, I loved him as J. Jonah Jameson, bro.
Did he transfer?
I need photos of Spider-Man. Yo, those memes were going crazy about that dude, bro. It was like, yo, would you like nudes? And he would be like, no, I need photos of Spider-Man. No nudes. And they're like, yo, will you join my OnlyFans? Like, no, I need photos of Spider-Man.
Listen, I cannot wait for that movie to get here. That's all I gotta say.
Yeah, that's gonna be a good movie. Like,
that's all I gotta say.
Yeah, that's gonna be something like you'll take a bite of that movie, and then you'll just be like waiting for the next movie, which probably ain't gonna come out till like 5 years or something crazy.
Right. So in the chat, go to the chat. Go to the chat.
Oh man, let me see. Can I get there? See live chat. Whoa. No, snap. All right.
What you want to do? Go from the top, work your way down, or what?
Let's see. Yeah, we can do that. Let's see. Mascata del Panteon.
I call him MDP.
MDP. Let's see. Sorry, I had to pick up. Sorry, I had to pick up my sister-in-law. What I miss? Oh, okay. Oh, so this is like from the beginning. It said 1816.
Right.
Let's see.
Well, thanks. Hey, thanks for the support.
Yeah, I see that. The support. He's like, I like it. I'm here. I'm there. Heck yeah, that's what I'm talking about. He said, it's always my favorite. Oh, Roddy Piper. Even though he works for Cobra. Oh man. See, crazy fast paced, little plot, no brains required, silly kung fu. I like the silly kung fu, bro. I mean, you put some brains in there a little bit, but I'm saying like that kung fu better be good, man. It better be well choreographed. It can't be no like, oh, he hit him one time and then like he flies through the window. Now I gotta be like some fighting, like some real fighting, like some realistic stuff. Like can't nobody just hit me and I just go flying through the window.
Right. Nick Greer, I'm hoping Venom 2 to be a successful movie. I mean, going to your other comment where Carnage do be catching some bodies. I mean, if Carnage catch a couple bodies in that just right, you already know this is going to be successful. And again, because I hate to keep bringing it up, but I mean, that's all we got to compare stuff to. If it's anything like Snyder Cut, when Steppenwolf back through the portal and Wonder Woman cut off his head on the way in.
Yes. Bro, what if it's like Invincible when Omni-Man held his head and went through the train?
Oh, listen.
Yeah, like Carnage is doing that to folks.
Listen. I don't think our culture, right, is quite ready for that yet.
I mean, we got Invincible. Invincible. We got it now.
There's a lot of us that'll be ready for it, but I don't think our culture is quite ready for Omni-Man.
That's a crazy culture.
I mean, come on now, you can't have that in a superhero movie. Venom's not a superhero; he's an anti-hero. All right.
I know, and that's the other thing. Like, since it ain't a Spider-Man movie yet, like, I mean, what kind of rating are they trying to go for?
Somebody put here, MDP. He said it should be rated R or MC-17. And then I think somebody else put
that would be a good movie.
But again, Deadpool, the Deadpool franchise. I think they put a good spin on stuff with the way the killings. I mean,
Yeah.
When they came out of the plane on Deadpool 2 and everybody died on the way out, I thought that was a little overdoing it,
But you know what? Deadpool was the only movie where I liked the way they did the time thing. Like you go back in time and just change everything.
right.
Like nobody ever does that. Like, you know, Flashpoint, oh, you go back in time, you ruin everybody. Like, what's that one movie, The Butterfly Effect? You ruin everybody. But Deadpool, yo, you fix everybody. I'm like, yo, finally, man. I'm tired of that other crap.
Right. MDP is right. We got Blade. Listen, great choice. Blade.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Point with being close to what they should do with Carnage. But Carnage that need to be on over the top.
Yeah. He brought up Blade. Oh my gosh. Like, yeah, like the swords like slashing through everybody and stuff, just blood just going all crazy. Like, yeah, that's Blade set the bar. And then like I guess like some people try to bring it down, but like, yeah, they need to keep it up there. Yeah, it needs to be NC-17 and just like, yeah, just lay waste and just make that Carnage a good one, bro. Like, you know, like he needs to do like because Carnage likes to talk a lot of smack. And I just want to hear the smack that Carnage is gonna talk.
Man, you know what? And they got to me a good actor. You know, Woody Harrelson. He been in the game for a while. I think he gonna bring some character and he gonna bring this character to light. And then of course we got Tom Hardy as Venom. I mean, both of them in a movie, it can't go wrong. And then of course Naomi Harrison and J.K. Rowling.
Yeah,
movie got to be on point. And then H.G. Squizzy definitely should be R-rated. And you're right. And I wish they would go ahead and move the date up, so we can get this thing over in the summer. I'm telling you, I'm happier than I don't want to say nothing wrong on screen. I'm happy as hell. I'm like, because for years I've been begging for superhero content to be on TV. And I mean, you know, from time we got the Venoms, we got Riddick, we got some other shit.
Like, it was hard to get it on TV without it just being super cheesy.
I mean, if you wanted some like what's that shit? Constantine.
Yeah.
What's the other show? I'm thinking about with vampires. The other show. What's the dude who played Wolverine? He had an adaptation of vampires was kind of cheesy.
Cheesy.
I mean, Underworld.
Oh. I kind of like Underworld, man. It wasn't that cheesy.
No. Underworld, it was good. I'm talking about the other movie with my man in it from Wolverine. I got to look it up.
You talking about Van Helsing?
Yeah, Van Helsing. It was good, but it was cheesy.
Even though I said that about 3 times.
What? You said Van Helsing about 3 times?
I said it. You'll see when we replay the video.
Replaying no videos, homie. So I mean, with that being said, I can't wait for these shows to come out. I'm gonna be like a fat kid in the candy store. I'm gonna be like a sex addict in a porn shop. I'm gonna just be happy. Anything y'all want to see? Like, everything slowed down. Stuff messing up around here.
Ready to see that Rick and Morty? That's what I'm ready to see.
Oh, what's the show you sent me last night? Yesterday to watch?
Oh, it's an older show. Like I just saw it on TikTok. Like somebody played a clip from it.
Hey Siri, set timer for 5 minutes. All right, what's the name of the show?
Let me see. I wrote it down. It's like Dirt Gently
Holistic
Detective Agency. Yeah.
Yeah.
So in the it's a little slow starting off, but then it starts picking up. And then when the clip I saw on TikTok, that's what made me watch it, because that was just like, oh, this is crazy. The show actually turns out pretty good. I'm like, why? I don't know why I've never heard of it, but I'm just catching up to it.
Hold on, time out.
What?
I want to issue a public apology to your punk ass. You did say Van Helsing before I cut you off.
Boom! Boom! Baby, back, bitch.
Back to our regularly scheduled program. So I actually after you
Thank you, Mascara del Pantheon. Yeah, he called you out. Called you out. Thank you.
So what's this? So then, what's the name of the show? Dirt Gently, Holistic Detective Agency. And
Right.
I ain't gonna even lie. I need to pull up the cast. It started off slow, but like those last 20 minutes, I was like, oh,
Yeah.
I gotta catch the next episode. So when we get off here, I'm going to put it on, and then I don't know what time I'm gonna go to bed.
Bro, you're not going to bed, bro. And then I'm already on season 2.
And
like I'm losing recovery right now because I'm after that, shoot, man, after my cardio, I need my recovery. But
the cast is on point. So the lead character is actually what's his name? Frodo from
Elijah Wood.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then they got a couple strong supporting cast.
Yeah, they do.
I ain't gonna lie, it was kind of cheesy at first. Like, man, what Midnight Assassin got me watching right now? But I mean, once you start getting into it, I'm like, oh, and guess what? Julian, 11-year-old, was in there watching it with me. He was like this.
Oh.
I'm like, oh, we got a show. Yeah. But I had to cut it off because we watch 911 as a family. This is the family show we watch on Mondays.
What is 911? Like you mentioned that before.
Really? Well, it's a show about firefighters who answer 911 calls, and this one is in LA, and they also got one for Texas. But the one in LA, we started off watching that. We ain't watched the one in Texas. But 911 calls is interesting because it's LA, and you can get so many different reasons for 911 calls. Like this one chick, the one they did last night, she was getting married, and on Instagram, one of her friends was sabotaging her. So at her right before her wedding, when she was getting dressed, she's like, "One of y'all sabotaging me," and blah 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 blah. So next thing you know, she had a lie detector test in there, and she was gonna hook her friends up to it. And then right. And so when she was plugging in the cords or whatever, she got electrocuted. And so they had to call 911. So
which one of y'all sitting on the remote?
Right.
Everybody get up.
Right. And then I had a thought before you said something. They had another one where what was another crazy one? Lady could they had an earthquake in California, houses were sliding, and this lady, she had never been out of the house in 30 years.
Dang.
Well, of course, that Angela Bassett plays a cop in it.
Oh, this is a show. It's not like a documentary or nothing.
No, it's just a TV show. And again, you can do 911 calls in any state. I mean, it's got to be the big cities, this and that, and just get some old weird stuff that go on. So, I mean, overall, it's a great show. It's definitely a great show. Can't take none away from it. But your show that you introduced me to, like I said, after this, we about to hit it up.
Wow, that's it. I mean, bro, like I don't know how you gonna go to sleep tonight, bro.
Yeah. So it's 6:46. I figure we'll be off in the next four or 5 minutes. 7 o'clock, I'm gonna start it up, and then I think I'll watch it till 10 o'clock. Three shows to about 10 o'clock, and then catch it for the rest of the week. But I've been trying to catch Spiral. Hey Siri, off. Let me see. MDP. I called 911 a long time ago. If they ain't here, they ain't going to be those. Sorry about that. That's just a little public enemy for you.
Little PE. Public enemy number 1.
Oh God, that's true.
Yeah, boy.
So we talked about Loki, Snake Eyes, and Carnage. Be sure to check those out. Like we on here promoting, we don't get no money for it. Dirt Gently basically called it Dirt Gently. You watch that, MDP? I'm waiting for an answer. You think you watch it? He watched Dirk Gently? Because I've never seen that.
I've never heard of it either, bro. It just kind of like I said, I just saw that one clip on TikTok. And I was just like, yo, let me go check this out. Cause I was like, this looks pretty good. And then boom, that's when I started seeing it.
Right. Oh, so for 3 minutes, because I think I promised somebody that I would bring up. The reason why I want to talk about the Black Clark Kent thing is because somebody actually had brought that to my attention. Brought that to my attention. Should be correcting me. Like, you said brought. I'm like, what's the past tense of bring? God damn it. Anyways, let me stop cussing. And so just real fast, hey Siri, set timer for 4 minutes. 2 minutes for you, 2 minutes for me. Honestly, I don't want to see a Black Clark Kent. I don't know any brothers named Clark. If y'all do, let me know. All right.
What was that dude? He said black people's last names are Washington, and like Ben Shapiro, he was just like, it's common. It's like, right. I'm like,
right.
Slavery.
I think DC seen how much money Black Panther made, and they want to get their hands in that. And you know, some people I've seen, they say, well, bring Icon on. You just can't make a Icon movie and put it out there. Icon got to be introduced, kind of like the way they did on Black Panther, to see if people gravitate towards, say, oh man, we got somebody as powerful, possibly more powerful than Superman in the DCEU. Let's go ahead and check them out. Or they can run a Cyborg by itself. They can run a Black Lightning by itself. And I'm gonna bring up Bloodwind, because Bloodwind, go back and check out that video. In the book, I can't remember the guy who said it. They said that Bloodwind had more power inside of him than Superman. And then next thing you know, this character. He gone. They just pulled him out of comic books. We ain't using no more. But back to and then of course we had John Irons with Shaq. We already had a Black Superman movie. We got other Black African American superheroes we can use in the DCEU, but in my opinion, we don't need a Black Superman, a Black Clark Kent. And you know, a lot of people keep saying, what about the other Black Superman in the multiverse? We don't need a Black Superman, period. We just need to bring in the other Black characters. What's your take on that? Midnight.
I remember we had this discussion with like specifically Icon, and I was like, yo, like, because we always say like, oh, if there was like, you know, a Black superhero, like especially during slavery or Jim Crow, like he would have done something about it, right? Like, you know, they like that, it just wouldn't exist. It just wouldn't happen. So I was like, yo, the only other like storyline that ever like took something and kind of like really put some thought into that was like, you know, Watchmen, where they took Dr. Manhattan and like he went and won the Vietnam War, and then it changed all of like the history and the future, and then you had all these like different factions and all these different, like, you know, it was just like this is what would happen if like things would change. And so like if they were to do an Icon, like they should do it like that. Like don't just be like, oh, he was superpowered and Black during slavery and ain't do nothing. Like don't do that.
So an idea would be to do a flashpoint and then have Icon appear in the flash in that flashpoint and be more powerful than Superman, and then explain where he come from. But I'm gonna change that slave backstory. I don't like that slave backstory.
I mean, he came in, landed in the middle of the field, and he took basically the same design or likeness of whoever was closest around him, which were slaves. And so like basically it's a mirrored story with Superman, except he just took the likeness of whoever was around him as an alien, and then he grew up in that. And so like, yeah, like I'm saying, like if
you lead us to another storyline here, because
what are you talking about? That is the storyline. That is the Icon storyline.
Off. Keep going. Because you already know how I feel about any of that BS back then.
That's what I'm saying. If he was back then, like they need to change the story after he lands, like he does something, and then it changes the future, like Watchmen did. Watchmen changed, like the Vietnam War, like it needs to change and then create a whole new universe.
Right. So break it down so they understand. So I'm gonna give me 2 minutes. So with Midnight Assassin and myself, we had talked about the Blue Marvel story and the Icon story and how it's what is written from a white person's point of view. And the reason that's being is because if you're as powerful as Blue Marvel, and we're not going to do the origin story of Blue Marvel, but we're just going to say, if you're powerful as Blue Marvel, and then the government say, well, we're not ready, the world's not ready to see a black man this powerful. All right. And then you got Icon, and then, well, he just decided to be a slave with all these superpowers and went on with his life. There's no way, there's no way that if a black person or any minority wrote this story to have someone that powerful or something that powerful hide in the dark for centuries. And I'm gonna go on to vampires, werewolves, and anything that powerful is not gonna be hiding in the dark. If there was really vampires out there right now, you think they would be hiding from humans?
They be running stuff, bro.
Anyways, go ahead, dog.
Nah, they be running stuff, man. It's like every villain that makes sense, man. Like Thanos, Darkseid, all these cats, they come out and they attack everybody. When Zod came to Earth, like that's what would happen.
Right.
Zod came, he crushed everybody. Like he didn't care. He was stronger. Look at Omni-Man. Like he's just like, yo, like y'all don't even live like 10,000 years. Like y'all are insignificant. So he just crushed it. Like that makes sense. Like, I mean, it's not good or not. I mean, it's not good, but it just makes sense.
But look, even with when I did the video on the new guys and the old guys, I had thought about something else as I was doing them. Even with the Zeus story and the other God stories, the gods are not allowed to, they made a pact to not interfere with human free will. Well, when capitalism interfere with human with free will all the time. But anyway, I ain't gonna get into that.
They be interfering anyway all the time. Look at Zeus. Like he be impregnating all these different animals and women, like just like all the time. How is that not interfering? Like Zeus got so many kids. We probably don't even know the ones, like all we know is the famous ones, and then the ones in Greek mythology. What about the ones that weren't even written about?
Right. Look, MDP said, when you talk logically and you bring up good scripts, it seems like all roads that lead back to Blade. Right. And who was it? Was it you? It was somebody I was talking to. They said, well, I didn't like Blade 3. I was like, well, I like the Blade Trinity. That was you?
I like the Blade Trinity. I think it was D. Because he brought up the fact that Blade wasn't meant to be a superhero movie when it first came out. It was supposed to be like a vampire movie because vampire movies were big back then. But it just so happened they used Blade, who was a superhero, but they didn't like market it as a superhero movie.
Oh yeah, because guess what?
They wrote it like a good script. Like they didn't like do it like other superhero movies at the time back then. And so it turned out to be a really good movie.
I mean, what was that? 1990s?
Yeah, it was like 90 something.
Right. So in the 1990s, we was more sci-fi.
Yeah.
We're still
because they were scared back then. Like they were scared to do anything. Like, because like every time they did a superhero movie, like they didn't put much like thought into it. It was like there was no real story, or like the producers didn't really like show us the story like correctly. Like it was just like slapped together. And then everything was just based around the powers, and then that was it. Like, and then the powers like sucked because there was no CG. Like, really.
Yeah, right there. You brought up that point one time where they could do a lot with just some karate moves. They didn't have CGI. They could just do a whole lot with a street character.
Yeah,
right. And now that you got
some of the martial arts movies, man. I'm just like, yeah. Sometimes it's just like, I mean. I get it. If it's supposed to be way out there, then yeah, it's supposed to be way out there. But if you're in the middle of the city and then everybody you kick in the face does 2 backflips into a wall, like that ain't for real, man. Like that's not real. Like listen, like when I saw like Jason Bourne and like Bond, he kind of like transitioned to that type of fighting and stuff. It was just like it was like the days of like the one hit in the face, knock a dude out was over. It was just like, yo, you here to fight somebody. It's a real fight. And it's like it's going back and forth, and you don't know who's gonna win or how you're gonna win, or if you're gonna need some help.
Right.
Like it's suspenseful. It's like that's how a fight's supposed to go. That's why we watch World Star. I'm not condoning that, but I'm saying that's why people watch that. You don't know who's gonna win. And then when you see the TKO or the KO, it's like, okay, we got this on repeat now.
Look, World Star is a reflection of your society.
Right.
Look, when I was younger, and they had cameras, I'd have been on World Star. I got my beat a couple times, jumped a couple times, and I won a couple times. I think I got beat up more times than I got one. But
like that one girl that got hit with the shovel. Ooh,
right.
Like the crack that was heard around the world, like that. She was like, "You in my house now." She said it with no emotion. She was just like, "Listen, in my house now." And then she started saying, "I'm gonna get a gun," and she came back with the shovel. I was like, "Well, she's not ready to go to jail," but then she cracked her with the shovel. I was like, "Oh, she ready to go to jail."
Listen,
oh.
One time, because my little brother's like a year and a half younger than me, right? So me and one of my boys, we was teasing him one day. We kept just messing with him. Next thing you know, he just exploded and turned into the Hulk. And he was on top of me, pounding me like, "Oh!" He was pounding me, and I was
gonna talk about me.
Right, but he was like, "I'll kill you." And then guess what? So my boy came to grab him off. He threw him against the wall and smashing him. Like that'd have been World Star back then. Anyway.
Oh man. But she ain't make fun of him no more.
Listen, but the lead-in story to that was he was getting teased because the way our house was set up, I was in the front room, he was in the back room, and a crackhead came in through the back door, punched him in the jaw, and took our TV. And he's like, "Oh, take you out." Like, stocky at 15 years old, stocky, and he was strong. He was a football player type up. And he was he got kind of mad because we kept jonesing him on that. We kept back in Florida, it's called ranking. We just shoot.
Like that's like that movie Nobody.
Right.
Where they like he doesn't like do anything, but then they don't know like really he's like a really good fighter, a killer, assassin type dude. But like, he didn't want to kill the robbers because
the real revelation. Charles Hazelton III is in the house, man.
Oh,
I
Hazelton III.
That's out. That's the guy who hooked up
whole generation.
The intro song for the MYECOMICS. I mean, this guy has talent. For anybody out there that's listening, if you need a theme song wrote for your channel or anything, hit up Charles Hazelton. If you can't find him, then hit me up and I'll get you in contact with him. He's also on BandLab under Charles Hazelton. Hold on, let me make sure I'm saying that right. He's on BandLab and he got various rap songs and music in general. And I ain't gonna lie, all this stuff is tight. So even if there are certain videos that I put out like sexiest black females, that's him. That's why I let him flow across the track so you can hear how he's spitting. And I think that one day he's gonna blow up as long as he keep going. As long as he keep going. Oh yeah, so it's on band.
Hey, he said, "Bring in that outro." Yeah.
Right. So with that being said, yeah, them younger siblings, man, yeah, they'll whoop your ass. Anyways, and I was kind of bad anyway. I used to tease my little brother.
I ain't never had that happen to me.
Were you the little brother, the big brother?
I was the big brother.
Oh yeah, so you tease your brother. He taking it out on you now.
Yeah, he
But-
to.
Right. But yeah, so if you need some theme music or you just need some music, I mean, check out Charles Hazleton. He's on point. And I mean, and I ain't talking about none of that silly trap stuff that we got going on now. This brother got lyrics. This is a lyricist. He's a true lyricist. I listen to a lot of the great hip hoppers. I don't want to say hip hoppers, great rappers, great lyricists, and Charles Hazleton, I think he is truly underrated and underwritten. His lyrics ain't underwritten. He can write, but yeah, underestimated. Definitely.
You might happen.
Just
I
play
be rapping about nothing. I'll be like, yo, I like pancakes with some syrup in a cup.
Listen, he got one that's called Be My Aurora Moreau, and the lyrics in there is just on point because he's throwing all the characters in there. If Marvel or DC or anyone, Image Comics needed somebody to write a rap song for him or some music for him and include that stuff in there so you can relate the superheroes to what they actually doing, Charles Hazleton III, the man.
Yo, Charles Hazleton III could be in a Marvel movie, and his superpower could be like he raps so good and the music come out of his body and stuff. So he just be spitting and he'd be like every battle and stuff. But
he'd be like, "Oh, Blade, you need an intro. Hold on." He'd be like Forge from X-Men.
And then like Thanos here, he just dies. Like he tried to click his finger. He'd be like, "Click, yo, I got beats. Go over that click. Boom, just blow him up. Like Thanos gone." Charles Hazleton III, the hero.
Look, Thanos needs some intro music. Charles Hazleton III. Oh Lord! So when they brung Falcon to Captain America, boom.
Yo, LDP, he likes my bars. I got bars, bro.
Oh my God.
Bars.
Anyways, so we've been on here for an hour. So we've been on for an hour and 8 minutes. How long we been on here? 45 minutes? Well, hold on. It's 7:04. I got to go watch Dirk Gently.
Dirk Gently.
Dirk Gently, Holistic Detective Agency.
Is it Gently or Gentry?
Is Gentry?
I don't know. God.
I thought it was Gently. Dirk Gently.
I gotta look that up.
Well,
yeah, it is Gently. Yeah, it's Gently.
But you know what I'm saying? I went back in time and checked that out.
Hey, when I first saw that hat, I thought it was the Pokemon hat.
I got this one. You know what I'm saying? When Endgame came out, you know, I was no, because we went to the movie theater together. I had it, and I had the matching shoes. I was trying to get the jacket, but it was too hot. Yeah. Anyways, so we're gonna get ready to close this thing out. Next Tuesday.
Bring that outro.
Next Tuesday or Wednesday, we will be back live. Of course, we'll put the subjects that we're going to talk about up on Sunday or Monday. But Midnight Assassin be going out and getting drunk, so we can't get the subjects because you know he just be. Let me stop.
I had to go to a birthday party, bro. And yes, I did get a little inebriated, a lot, but that was because I was at a birthday party. That's okay.
Anyways, so we're gonna go ahead and close this thing out. I can't say bring the outro. I'm gonna drop a video. I ain't gonna tell y'all what the character is this time, but I can say that she on point. She on point, and they need to bring when they bring out Fantastic Four, or they bring out if they bring out Fantastic Four, or they bring out anything in New York, they need to have this character in there. And I mean, she's kind of like Cyborg, but then like a couple levels below Cyborg. I mean, just based on the exoskeleton that she wears. You have to check it out. I put it out in like 3 days. Anyways, got anything you want to say before we close?
I just want to thank everybody for tuning in, participating and stuff in the chat and stuff. We appreciate y'all. And without further ado, bringing that outro. I'm just kidding. I know you ain't got no outro.